Hi, my name is Doug, and this is Englewood Barber Shop, 3700 North Access Road, Englewood, Florida. Originally, the barbers were called barber surgeons, and they would also perform dentistry. That's why when you see an older dentist chair and an older barber chair, they look a lot alike because they shared basically the same tools. So when somebody was getting their teeth fixed, this would attach to the bottom of the barber chair, and you'd lean the chair back and your barber dentist or barber surgeon would be sitting on that seat. The barber pole dates back to the Renaissance, basically. It's that old of a symbol for barbistry and barber surgeons. The theories, or the accepted theories, of the colors on the barber pole, the original poles were all white, and the red was blood-stained bandages that would wrap around the pole during in windy days. The blue, there's different theories on that, on what the blue actually signifies. Some think it means that the barber had no urgent or nothing urgent happening, so he was able to do shaves, basically. The shape of the bottom of the pole and the top, the two metal pieces, they claim signify the bowls that they used to put leeches in when they were doing bloodletting. Way back when. Obviously they haven't done bloodletting in a long time, but yeah. This is the straight razor that was used, gosh, starting back in the 1800s. Straight razor. And it would be sharpened, if you can follow the old-fashioned, like that. Now they don't really use these anymore. They use blades that have a replaceable blade in it. That's much more sanitary to replace the blades after each individual customer. And while they would be when they would do the shaves, back over a century ago, most barber shops would have maybe a couple of dozen of these shaving mugs and brush, and they were basically assigned to an individual customer. So if Bill Johnson came in and he says he's number 18, they would only use this mug and brush on Bill Johnson. It was not used for anybody else. So you'd see some of the barber shops then maybe have a rack or shelves on their wall that might have 24 different shaving mugs on them, and they're all for individual people. And these are just a couple of the different older brushes that they would use. Originally this would be horsehair. Cut that thing. These are the hand-powered clippers. come in handy actually a couple of times when we had the power go out. And now when they stopped using the individual mugs for shaving, they would use this latherizer. And when you put in water in here with the soap and press the button, and the lather would come out the front. Hot lather. A company by the name of Wahl, W-A-H-L, patented the original electric style clipper back in approximately 1921. And that was more or less the birth of the Wahl company, who you see these clippers all over the place nowadays. And then after that, a company by the name of Oster started producing theirs. This is a different type of clipper. And after Oster was patented, I think in like 1926 or 27, a company by the name of Andis came along, and they were patented, or they began their business in 1922. And today, basically worldwide, this Andis Master is probably the most popular clipper still being used. And what's next? This would have been, that would have been for applying tonic to men's hair. Basically, it's either in your hand or right directly onto their head, and it would have been massaged in, you know.
The chemical aspects, like
the shaving creams, back when they were using these, the shaving cream was a much more caustic. It would have been more on the alkaline side of the pH scale. Almost similar to what Nair would be today. Nowadays, the shaving cream they use is more of a lubricant. And it's not as caustic. It used to be when you shaved with the shaving cream, it would actually start to dissolve the hair before they started to shave. That's why you'd get such a good shave out of a, basically out of a single bladed razor. You'd get such a good shave because the hair was actually being melted by the chemical.
Hi, my name is Ben Riefel. I also work at Englewood Barber Shop, and we're going to be doing a 1920s version of a haircut today.